Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Just want to put together a quick video on increasing the levels of trust that our guests are going to have when they start coming back to our hotels. Trust has been massively eroded, irrespective of what you've done as a hotel and your communications during lockdown, purely because the news and the government and the environment itself has taught us to be cynical from a hygiene point of view. We are being told that things are unclean and unsafe to touch. So we need to therefore make very, very conscious efforts and steps to make the hotel experience as contactless and as touchless as we possibly can. Now, one way I'd like to propose to do this is by resurrecting or introducing for the first time QR codes and NFC. NFC being that contactless payment technology where you can get your phone to react to things based on waving your phone close to it. QR codes being those coded data matrices, those basically squarey pictures that you can scan. For QR codes, they are now natively built into Apple's camera app and Android through Google Lens, which is now a native part of the Android thing. So we don't have to download QR readers to use them. So everyone has access to them, or 99.47% of mobile users do, because they're either on Android or iOS. NFC, a lot of phones now have NFC to be able to actually interact with tags in a contactless way. So where are we going to go with this? What we can use cases for this might be waving your phone close to the hotel phone to actually dial reception. Maybe moving your phone close to the minibar to get the prices in the menu. Maybe it is to move your phone over the bedside table to pop open a live chat to communicate with reception. All of these things we have devices on us that can interact with the hotel in a new way, and I think we're going to need to make conscious efforts. How many people are going to want to pick up a room service booklet? We probably back the bed to be clean, we probably back the shower to be clean, but do you think the booklets are cleaned every single time? Probably not. So we now have a mechanism through QR and NFC to open a URL or trigger the phone to do something. Now, to deliver content effectively, we could open a web page, or we could go one step further and actually create a specific architecture to be able to deliver content like laser fast. So we use a thing called static sites. So static sites are basically normal web pages, but they have no database lookup time. You can actually get them to kind of preload pages in the background, so they almost feel like native apps. So that when we move our phone close to the room service menu, it automatically pops up with daily specials. Likewise with pops a live chat up or dials reception. So we can use static sites to essentially deliver content in almost a native app-like way, and then using QR and NFC to actually make parts of the room interactive. Now, is this expensive? Not at all. I mean, NFC tags are like a few dollars and you get a set of them. They're also reprogrammable, so you can get them to do different things. You can literally stick them wherever. You can make these little stickers and put them. Obviously, there's a branding element to this, and we're going to need to consider how that looks. I mean, putting big QR codes is obviously not going to look that great. But there is legs in the idea, I think, and people will come to expect to be able to interact with their hotel room and get information without having to touch anything. I think this is almost particularly important. You know, all the brochures that we see in the hotel lobby, all the information packs and notepads and various things, they're all going to be pretty off limits. So yeah, just food for thought. We've got our own static site generator to be able to deliver this app-like content. So just get in touch if you want to explore that route. If you want to just discuss the NFC and the QR side of things a little bit further, we've been piloting some studies, and we've also got some tracking set up for those, so you can understand how users are using that throughout the site. Or throughout the hotel, what they're scanning, what they're using. But just get in touch. I think it's an interesting idea. I'd like to flesh it out a bit more, but it'd be great to hear your thoughts on it, and to maybe take